Behold, the Gold Seal Flight Instructor. Well, I guess it's really yellow, but in comparison to the black normal CFI logo, it's gold. To those of you wondering, yes, it is a real thing, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to get it and why you should. I noticed on YouTube there's not a lot of information concerning this topic. There's this AI video from a year ago about it, and this channel unrelated to the topic called Gold Seal Flight Training, but that's about it. So today, I'm gonna make one. Before we get started, a little personal background about me. I got my Gold Seal certificate back in February of 2025. I received my Gold Seal after 9 consecutive months of working full-time for a Part 61 flight school in Alabama, where I was a single-engine land instructor and an airplane instrument instructor. At the time of receiving my Gold Seal, I had exactly 10 students put up for check rides with airplane private, commercial, and airplane instruments, with 8 of those being first-time passes. Now, whenever I applied and received my Gold Seal, my pass ratio was not 80%. It was actually 73%. I had 2 private pilot check ride students I put up, and they both failed their first time. One student failed twice. All 3 of those check rides are with the same DP. He operates in the Florida Panhandle. That's the reason why I never used that DP ever again, and my pass rate's been 100% ever since. Hey, some DPEs are good and some DPEs are bad. That's just the nature of Part 61 flight schools. Now, why do I bring that up? Is it because I'm still upset about those failures a year and a half later? Yes, I am still pissed off about it. I bring that up because it's a common misconception that in order to qualify for your Gold Seal certificate, you have to maintain a pass ratio of 80%. As I have my Gold Seal, I'm proof that you do not have to have an 80% ratio. So what do you have to have in order to get your Gold Seal certificate? This is straight off the FAA's website, Form 8900.1, Volume 5, Chapter 2, Section 13, Issue a Gold Seal Flight Instructor Certificate. Chapter E, Requirement Criteria. Have a commercial pilot or ATP certificate with an instrument rating. That's going to be most of you. Hold an advanced or instrument ground instructor rating. If you missed my last video on why you as a flight instructor should get your ground instructor rating, you should go check out that video. I'll drop the link in the description below. Now, this last bullet is where the performance criteria as a CFI comes in. Within 24 calendar months, recommend at least 10 applicants for a practical test with at least 80% passing on the first attempt. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is not an 80% ratio. This is you putting 10 students up for check ride with 8 of those passing on their first attempt. Now, there's alternate criteria for master instructors and DPEs, but I'm not gonna get into all that in this video. I assume if you're operating at that level, you don't need me to tell you how to get your Gold Seal. Getting back to those requirements, that last bullet, the 24 calendar months to put up 10 students for check ride with 8 of those passing on the first time, that's 2 years. 2 years to recommend a lot of students and have a pretty decent success rate. The best advice I can give you as an aspiring Gold Seal instructor is fully commit to being a CFI. Don't do it part-time, full-time. That way you make sure that you get all 10 of those students through. Now, does that mean the only way to get your Gold Seal instructor certificate is to be a full-time CFI? No. Notice the documentation did not specify what type of check rides you're putting students up for. See, here's the thing, not all students require 50 plus hours of dual given instruction before you put them up for check ride, like you'd see for private and commercial pilots. For example, a multi-engine instructor spends on average 10-15 hours with a student prior to signing them off for check ride. You can work part-time just on the weekends and easily meet the requirements of putting 10 students up for check ride as a part-time instructor if you're teaching something like multi-engine. Or if you want to go even faster, if you're blessed enough to live somewhere near a seaplane training base, seaplane instruction usually takes less than 10 hours. You could theoretically sign off a student every single weekend for check ride. Now, once you have those requirements met, you're going to fill out a Form 8710 in IACRA, just like you would with any other rating, and you're going to apply for your Gold Seal flight instructor. Now, the FAA does require that you go in person to the FSDO in order to get your Gold Seal. You will have to make an appointment with the FSDO, coordinate that, and bring all of your documentation in with you for your appointment. And there you go, pretty straightforward on how to get your Gold Seal certificate. Now, why you should get it. First and foremost, it is good for your resume. As I discussed in my ground instructor video, when you're applying for the big leagues, the airlines, the 135s, there's really not a lot that you can put on a resume as a new pilot that's qualifiable and verifiable. Now, one thing that you can put on your resume that is not fluff is right next to your CFI certificate, you can put in parentheses, Gold Seal. Your Gold Seal CFI is a hard card certificate that is verifiable and shows that you as an instructor got results. The next big reason why you should look into being a Gold Seal certificate holder is it is good for your students. As outlined in Flying Magazine after the fatal Kentucky crash, there are 3 types of CFIs: time builders, experience builders, and flight instructors. We've all been students at one time. We all know the feeling. You get a new instructor, you have no idea what this instructor is about. Does this instructor care about me? Does he care about my success? Or is he only in this to build his hours so he can get to the airlines? Now, if the flight instructor has their Gold Seal certificate, even if that flight instructor's intentions are entirely self-centered, you at least as a student know that that flight instructor gets results. I can tell you firsthand that goes a very long way with student confidence. My next point is it's good for you as a CFI. See, whenever it comes to this piloting thing, this journey to becoming a professional pilot, there's going to be times along the way you're going to have doubts. You spent a fortune and a half to get this training. You're getting burned out from burning holes in the sky. It feels like every single one of your students is trying to end you on a daily basis. You're reading in the news that the airlines are not hiring at 1,500 hours anymore. It's actually becoming very competitive. You're making poverty wages or less. No offense to my flight school that I worked for, but I'm pretty sure when I filed my taxes, the IRS categorized me under volunteer work with tips. Anyway, the point I'm making is there comes a point in time whenever you're on this path that you need something. You need something tangible to show the fruits of your labor. The Gold Seal Flight Instructor Certificate can be that something. See, when you're working your way towards getting your Gold Seal certificate, it gives meaning to your work. Yeah, it's not much, but it's something. And sometimes something is all you need to keep you going. All right, last point here, and feel free to judge me in the comments all you want for this. Bragging rights. Once you get your Gold Seal certificate, you have it for life. Even if you never instruct again and your CFI expires, you will still have that Gold Seal on your CFI certificate. You can show it off to your pilot pals on your overnights whenever you get to the airlines, or in 50 years from now, whenever your grandkid's sitting on your knee and pilots aren't even a thing anymore because it got taken over AI, you can show them your Gold Seal certificate. Haters will say, oh, no one cares about your Gold Seal certificate. But you know that deep down, they all wish they had it too. This has been John Church. Blue skies and God bless.